Welcome to my mini crochet tutorial using UK terminologies. In this video I will show you how to make a half treble. I've already got my foundation row started, so I'll just explain how we do that. You'll see from previous videos how to make a foundation chain. What we've done this time is I wanted 11 stitches for this one, so I crocheted 12 chain and then I made my half treble into the second chain from my hook, and that's given me 11 stitches. So I've got my foundation row and I'm ready to make my second row. Now before I do that, I need my turning chain. Now you remember from the previous video, a DC turning chain is one chain. For a half treble we are going to use 2 chain for our half treble turning chain. I'm not counting these 2 chain as a stitch. I need them there to give me the height. So I'm going to make my first half treble into my first stitch, which is at the base of my chain. To make a half treble, I'm going to wrap the yarn around my hook. I'm going under around the back of my hook to grab the yarn. I pinch it with my index finger. I'm going to go into the stitch. I'm going to bring my hook up and over the top of my yarn and draw my hook towards my right hand side to draw up a loop, and I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and draw them, all 3 of those loops, off my hook. So again, wrap the yarn around my hook, hold it with my index finger, insert my hook into my next stitch. So the next stitch is the gap that you can see at the top of your stitches. I'm going to draw my hook over my yarn, draw my hook to my right hand side to draw up that loop. I'm going to yarn over and I'm going to go through all 3 of those loops to take them off. So yarn over in my next stitch, hook over the yarn, draw it through, yarn over, take off those 3 loops by drawing my hook to my right hand side through the loops. And this is a UK half treble. I've come to the end of my second row, but I've still got a stitch here, the unused chain from our foundation row. We're going to pick that up as well with a half treble, like so. So our turning chain is 2 chain. I rotate my work from right over to left, so I'm now working on the back. And I'm going to repeat my row of half trebles. You may notice that I position my thumb next to where I'm going to be hooking next. I use that as my guide. So I can see where my next stitch is. Now I've come to the other end of my row 3, and it can get a bit tricky here. You may or may not miss the last stitch. It's easily done, but always double check as you go along. Make sure you've got the same number of stitches you had to begin with, so that you create a nice straight piece of work. 2 turning chain, and flip your work, and to recap, yarn around your hook, into your next stitch, yarn around your hook, pull your hook back towards you to drop your 3rd loop, yarn around the hook, and then we're going to gently draw your hook through all 3 loops. Now this is my 4th row. When I get to the end, I will fasten off. There is a reason for this. If you come back later, you'll see another video where I am comparing the height of the 4 main crochet stitches. This one's a little bit more difficult to see because we're going to be hooking into a turning chain. If you make your turning chain too tight, you'll find it very difficult to see, and you'll also find it difficult to hook into. But can you see this nice sort of wheat ear shape or a chevron? I want to pick up the front and the back loops of that shape, like so. Grab my yarn and draw it through, yarn over and go through all 3. I'm going to snip my yarn off of my ball. I'm going to wrap that yarn around my hook and draw it through the loop all the way to fasten off. It's a little bit easier to count the rows with half trebles and trebles because you can see the base of the stitches better. So this is the row that we've just finished, and you can see here the legs wrapping round the yarn below, and you have a bit of a gap, so it's easy to identify this as 1 row. And then we have 2 rows here. This is our 3rd and our 4th, so it's a lot easier to tell. Each one of our stitches has kind of like a shaft, and then at the top you'll see the chevron shape as well. So this is the stem of the stitch, the V shape at the top, or the wheat ear shape, is the stitch, and each stitch has 2 legs wrapping round the row below. So that's how you identify a stitch. So I can now look and I can count, even if it's on this row here, I can count how many stitches I have, because I know that this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I wanted 11 and I have 11.